how did the Syrian National Council, how were they elected? There are 300 members. Who elected them? There's 24 million people in Syria. There's 9 million Syrians abroad. Did any of those, abroad, I mean 9 million or 24 million, did any of these people was there any elections, or was there a process where those people elected to become representative of the Syrian people? The Syrian National Council got, because again of Saudi and Qatar, got kind of a recognition from the international community. But this again has done nothing but help the Syrian regime, because everyone around, if we remember, everyone came out together at the beginning of the uprisings, from all sects, all religions, all ethnicities. But then they looked and they were like, the Syrian regime started telling them, look, there is a conspiracy. Look at the television channels, for example, that are set up in Saudi Arabia and other television channels that are owned by Saudi, who are all attacking and calling on jihad against Alawites and Shiites, like Safa TV and Wisal TV. You also had, for example, the former Chief Justice of Saudi Supreme Council, Sheikh Al-Luhaydan, who came out and said, the first 2 months of the uprising, he called, I call on jihad against the Alawite infidels, even if 1/3 of the population died through the process. Nobody can believe that any citizen in Syria or in the Middle East or around the world doesn't want to live in democracy, freedom and dignity. But of course they haven't suffered all this time, all these 40 years, to exchange a dictatorship for theocracy. And they all have seen what happened in Iran, and actually it should be a good example what happened in Iran, so that it doesn't get repeated again in any Middle Eastern country. If not, it's going to be chaotic.